only sunshine. You make me happy when the skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Don't take my sunshine away.
Good morning, Mary. What are you doing? I say, what are you doing, Mary?
I'm driving a bus in the middle of New York City. Can't you see that?
Yeah, that's what I figured.
My name's not Mary. Mary was your first wife.
No, that's not true. Georgia was my first wife, and Mary was my second.
Oh, Theo, stop it. Mary was your first wife. I remember because she was the one with the big butt. Besides, you only had two wives, Mary and myself.
No, sirree. You got it all backwards, Mary. Georgia was my first wife. As I recall, she had those big, yeah, they were big, all right. Yeah, and she had those tiny hips. Oh, I'll never forget those hips. Oh, we had some wild times, yeah. You know, Georgia always kept me laughing.
Oh, Theo, stop it. You got everything mixed up. Mary was your first wife, and I'm Aretha, your second wife. Georgia was that girl Mary caught you fooling around with. That's why she divorced you, remember? Why, you told me she made quite a fuss when she caught you fooling around in that Las Vegas Circus Hotel.
No.
And that was with Georgia.
Wrong, wrong, and wrong again. Now, when I was in Las Vegas, that was with Darlene.
Darlene? Now, who on earth is Darlene, George?
Did you just hear what you called me?
What?
You just called me George, Mary.
Have you gone batty? George, you say? Now, why would I call you George? Why, George is my little dog, Fluffy.
Fluffy? What in tarnation is a Fluffy?
Did you forget your hearing aid this morning? I just got through telling you Fluffy was my dog.
Well,
He
no,
used
you
to jump and sit on your lap all the time.
No, you didn't. Now, you just got through telling me that your dog's name was George. Then let me tell you something, Mary. There never in my entire life would I ever let a man jump up and sit on my lap. Now.
Oh, you old fool. I told you George was my first husband. And while it's true, he was a dog, so was Fluffy. One had 2 legs and the other had 4. And my name is Aretha.
Why do you keep calling yourself Aretha? Aretha, she was my darling. And Georgia, well, she always kept me laughing. Oh, but Ellen, she was my best of all my lives. All my wives, she was the best. Yeah, but she was a real crackerjack, all right. Oh, boy, could she wiggle.
Oh.
I'll just remember, you know, I can't forget the time that we had under that old apple tree in Missouri. Wow, could she wiggle.
What an old fool you're turning out to be. Can you hear yourself speak? Do you even know what you're saying?
Oh, better than you, Mary. Better than you. You know, she was a real doozy. Yeah, Mary, yeah, you know, Ellen was a real doozy and a half.
I'll have you know that Ellen was your sister. Are you trying to tell me you were tight with your sister?
Don't you remember nothing? Why, Ellen and I conceived our grandson under that old apple tree in the middle of Mississippi. Now, it was in the fall, and I remember it well. I'll never forget that wiggle.
Oh, Theo, how you talk. You ramble and ramble and ramble on. You don't even know what you're saying. How could you, with your sister, conceive our grandson under some apple tree in the middle of Mississippi, or Missouri, or whatever state it was, lest some apple fell on your head? And you know, I've no doubt it did.
You know, the trouble with you, Vicky, is you just don't understand love. You know, love goes deep, real deep, if you're lucky.
Now, what in the world are you talking about, Frank? First you call me Mary, then you call me Darlene, and now you call me Vicky. Why, you don't even know who you're talking to, Henry.
Well, you can't even remember my name. My name is Frank, and I'm married to Aretha, and we have 10 children and 23 grandchildren.
Oh, don't you wish, you old fool. And my name's not Darlene, it's Georgia.
Of course it's not Darlene. I know your name's not Darlene. Darlene? Oh, she was my wiggler. Oh, we had some wild times when we sailed to France. We were the talk of the ship. Oh, you're marvelous. Yeah.
So you sailed to France with Darlene, and you were married to Vicky, and conceiving your grandson under some apple tree in Lord knows what state, with Georgia?
Why do you keep going on about talking about like that to me, Aretha? You know, Paula was my one and only true love.
Oh, Theo,
Yeah.
you got so many vegetables in the soup, you don't know a pea from a carrot. Oh, come on, darling. I think we need to sit down. I think this heat must be getting to you. Did you have your medicine this morning?
Yes, Emily.
And your dentures, are they still in the water glass by the bed?
Yes. Hey?
Yes. Come, let's sit down. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, I'll never forget that dog Fluffy. Why, he used to curl up on my lap and snore. Man, could he snore. He could snore louder than my brother Pete, when Pete was only 2 months old.
Here, Theo, here. Take my hand. Let's close our eyes and we'll remember when we sailed to France under that apple tree.
Ah, yes. I remember, Aretha. You were great. You were great.
Oh, yes, yes. Isn't it nice to be able to remember the good times?
Oh, yes. The good times.
Oh, yes.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Yes.
Oh.
Look at these two old fools. They're still at it again.
Yes. I feel an angel's by, just come by, honey. An angel.